by those clips I just took, I am back at Six Flags St. Louis for the day. And in my last vlog, I said that it might be my last time here for this month. Well, I'm actually here today as well because there's a chance Ryan might be coming later on. So if he comes, I'm gonna catch some rides with him today. I just started off with Screaming Eagle, front row, red train Zen ride. Very slow today. So I'm definitely gonna need to come back to that one later because I didn't really get any airtime on it. Very hot one today as well. So I feel like Justice League and Long Flume are most definitely in the cards for today. That's what I'm gonna do now. Since I'm actually here at opening today, which speaking of it, it's been a hot minute since I road dropped Screaming Eagle. So it was nice to do that. And then I think I might go to Boss actually. Maybe try for a Zen ride on that and see if I can get a trimless ride. So make sure you guys watch to the end so you can see how all the rides that get out today are running and what my experiences are like with each of them. Would you look at this? The pathway that runs underneath this section of Pandemonium is finally back open now. The past few times I've been here, this pathway has been blocked off because they've been restoring the Grand Ole Carousel, which there's still some signage, but like there's something right back there and another sign down the pathway here that is probably not in frame, but it will be just a second right there. You guys can kind of see it behind that fence right there. So I'm intrigued to see how this is looking because when I was last here a couple days ago, they were almost done putting all the horses on. Looks like those horses that were right over here have been put on. So seems like they're very close to finishing. They sent a train on Boss, so I'm not gonna be first one on it today, but that's all right. I already did that with Screaming Eagle. I saw it was a half full train, so I don't know if they're doing where they have to wait for at least 8 people in order to send it, which there's a train going to the mid-course right now. Let's see if this one runs trimless, which it did not. It trimmed about the same as usual. So not sure if trimless ride is in the car today, but you never know. Did 3 rides on Boss, 2 in the front, 1 in the back, 2 Zen rides, 2 trimless. My first ride in the front was not a Zen ride, but it was trimless. My second ride in the front was trimless and a Zen ride. My ride in the back was a Zen ride, but of course that's the one that trims. So I wanted to try and get a trimless back car ride on Boss since I hadn't gotten one since 2022. No luck this time. So as you can expect, I definitely like the front better because the pacing in the back was not good, especially in the second half. The turn after the mid-course, I didn't think we were gonna make it over with how slow we took it. So I'll come back to this one later. Justice League was close when I walked by it, so I naturally came over here to Mr. Freeze and got 2 amazing rides on it, front and back. Front row, I was actually the only one on it, so that's the 3rd coaster in the park I've got the Zen ride on today. So some tell me this might be like my visit at the end of May where I got a Zen ride on multiple different coasters and a near Zen ride on some others. We'll see if that one continues, but so far we're doing pretty good on the amount of rides we've gotten on. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it finally happened. Mr. Freeze overtook the Boss for my favorite ride at Six Flags St. Louis. I can't believe I'm saying that because Boss got the Titan track this year. That made it run the best I've ever seen it run. But this thing is absolutely unhinged. Every single time I ride it, it gets better. So I can't believe it. I'm also not that surprised about it because over the past few years, this thing has been challenging Boss, and I feel like it was only a matter of time before it slid into the top spot. Today is the day it happened. So it's kind of hilarious because I actually have a Boss t-shirt on as I'm saying this. So I feel like I'm betraying Boss in that manner, but to be honest, I like Mr. Freeze better now. It's just insane. I know I keep saying this, but seriously, come out and ride this. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, it's such an elite ride and you'll want to do it more than once. I just had my craziest run ever on this thing. By craziest, I mean my best ride where I didn't get stuck or when I didn't have a glitchy blaster. I had 258,900 with a 3rd blaster. My highest with a 3rd blaster up until that point was I think 234 400s. I maxed it in the second half of the 4th screen and I'm like, oh my gosh, at the other ride, because I hadn't done that well ever, like without getting stuck or anything. So that's gonna help a lot. Gonna take a spin on Colossus to get some aerial views from the park and also beat the heat because it has a nice breeze up there. As I'm heading over there, I would like to point out that today is Ellis's 33rd birthday. Now it made me thinking, is Ellis at Six Flags St. Louis today? No. He told me that he wanted to change things up a little bit this year for his birthday and instead do a day trip to Holiday World, which that's his his favorite part, which is mine too. And he told me that he wanted to ride Voyage for his birthday, which I'm like, if that's what makes you happy, I'm all for it. Looks like we got some brand new Screamin' Eagle merchant store. We got this cool one with some other wood, which I don't think that's Screamin' Eagle. It looks like some other wood because I have no idea what it is. And we also got shot glasses over here for it. So that's pretty dang awesome. So you can get free shot glass with purchase of any ride t-shirt. So that's definitely something worth looking into. Did Ninja Valley before the lift hill. do now is go into Hurricane Harbor and get some shots of Batman. I feel like if I don't do that now, the odds of me spending more time in the water park are high. I feel like Batman and every other coaster could go down to one train because I imagine a lot of people are in the water park, which makes sense because it's very hot out today. But if that means the coasters have no weights, they'll probably go down to one train because that's what they did when I was here a couple days ago. So let's go into the water park and get some shots of Batman. This must be part of the trail for McBoogle's Family Hayride. You can see we got some of the old antique cars from back when the moon cars still operated by American Thunder sitting over there. So, seems like some of the creeps that come out during Fright Fest have inhabited those.
What do you think about the ninja?
finished in the water park for right now. I got most of the stuff I wanted. Would have liked to have gotten some photos of Ninja from the top of Big Kahuna, which is the first slide structure I went up. You saw that one cycle, but other than that, it hasn't really seen another one. Now, I did see another one as I was walking back this way, but I wasn't rolling. Batman was nearby, I decided to stop by and get a quick front row ride on it, and it wasn't quite as good as the last time I rode it. The positives were still excellent, but the whip just was not the same that I remembered. Then again, I was one of only 3 people on the entire train and the only one in the front row, so I'm sure it was running slow. Now I'm gonna head over towards Justice League, mainly just to cool off, because it is a hot one tonight. I have been drinking water, but apparently the heat index is like 114 today, so that explains why it's so hot. Short. Seems like a mini marathon is imminent. That new vest I got earlier, that didn't last for long because I just got 295 with the third blaster. I legitimately think I have a real chance at getting 300,000 with the third blaster or higher anytime today. So let's see if we can do it. Finished my mini marathon on Justice League a little bit ago, and now I'm gonna ride Mr. Freeze again. And I got word that Ryan will be here after a while, so once he gets here, I'll catch up with him and get some rides on some stuff. And I think after I do this, I'm gonna go up to the Joker and take a ride on that. Mr. Freeze wasn't quite as good as my rides earlier today, but it was still exceptional. Now I'm gonna head up towards the Joker and meet Ryan up there, and we'll take a ride on that. Ran into Ryan and we did Joker, Boss, Eagle, Pandemonium. Joker, that was as insane as always, and you were doing something on the max swings I've never seen you do.
Basically what you do, put your arms and legs straight out on the max swings, your legs just get crushed by positives.
Yeah, it looks bad.
It hurts, but it's so fun.
I haven't tried that, but I might have to try that next time to see how bonkers it is. And then we did Boss, which I thought it was solid. We actually got trimless, which was nice. It was running decently fast the second half, but I think my rides earlier might have been a little better, but I don't know.
It's like neck and neck with Blue Streak. Blue Streak was just absolutely bonkers this year.
You told me at Screaming Eagle you like Blue Streak more.
Oh yeah, Blue Streak is now my favorite PTC.
Keep in mind, he still has not done Phoenix or Knoebels yet, so that may change when he gets on that. Even on my later ride, I thought Screaming Eagle wasn't running the greatest.
And this thing.
What was that?
Just us two in the car, forward side. There were so many death moments.
Yeah,
so
we took off on the first one.
On the first hairpin, we just got ooh, and then we spun like a top. Then the switch track just and then the ejector coming off that last drop was so good.
Unfortunately, we stopped spinning going into the second last block zone, which I was not happy about because I wanted to be spinning like crazy the whole time. But then again, I feel like if it spun the whole time, it would have been too much. So that might have been my second best ride on this year. I think my opening day ride with Ellis was a little crazier than that because I think we were spinning the whole time on that. But this ride on Pandemonium we had did not disappoint. And I think I like it more than Boomerang, meaning Boomerang is now my least favorite coaster in this park.
Thank you.
We just did 2 rides on Mr. Freeze, front and back. I don't even know what to say about the back row ride on that thing.
Positive, airtime, and
every type of force you want is on there.
Yeah. I still don't know if Alpine Fury has a chance at beating that.
No chance. And then we just did American Thunder front row Blue Train.
Yes!
That was ridiculous.
Finally.
Definitely the closest this thing has been to 2019 American Thunder, at least for this year. That was
Whole
great.
Train, it's 98 degrees right now.
We had a lot of room too. It was perfect riding conditions. I think we're gonna go try Batman now because I rode it once over, it wasn't the greatest. Let's see if it can redeem itself. Scored a better ride on Batman a little bit ago, and now it is marathon time. I know I'm definitely not gonna be able to get up to 2300 tonight, but I should be able to get really close. if I might get cut a little bit short tonight. The ride is down for technical difficulties, which I am not on it, as you guys can tell, but that would be hilarious if I was on it. That happened a couple days ago. Check that vlog out if you haven't, because something crazy happened when I got evacuated on this a few days ago. Ryan, what did you find on Mr. Freeze?
Well, I rode it 7 times in a row to end the night. 3 times in the front, then 2 in the second, and then 2 times in the front to end it. When you're going into the overbank backwards, you like wobble back and forth, and it makes it like really silly. You go up the spike, do the Adventure Express drum on the front of the train, and then when you go back to the overbank, you lean to the left, it flings you so hard to the right.
It makes me wonder if this method works in the back. Although maybe not as well as the front, at least the spike portion of it. Now, I feel like the other parts, like the overbank, might work in the back, but I have no way to tell. I've never tried this. As I sometimes do, I forgot to film the outro at the park, but my final ride count was 17 on Justice League, 10 on Mr. Freeze, 4 on Boss, 2 on Batman and Screaming Eagle, and then 1 on American Thunder, Colossus, Joker, and Pandemonium. In terms of highlights, American Thunder was running amazing, same with Pandemonium, my trimless rides on Boss were great, and of course, how could I forget Mr. Freeze dethroning Boss for my top coaster in the park. Boss was in the top spot for over 6 years because Screaming Eagle was my favorite for the longest time until 2019, which that's when Boss took the top spot, and now it's Mr. Freeze that takes the top spot. So that event happening was a very nice surprise. And before you click off this video, please be sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. Be sure to comment what you enjoyed about this video, and be sure to share with someone else you may know. If you're new to this channel like we saw, please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd appreciate you subscribing and turn the bell on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I also have an Instagram account for the pictures I take whenever I visit a park, so be sure to check me out there as well via the link in the description. As for my next vlog, it'll be from Camden Park, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I'll see you later.